Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, episode 97 with me, Cid. And last episode we started a fairly major upgrade to the space station, and got somewhere with it. Didn't get it all the way done, but I'm back on Earth at the moment. And the reason I was back on Earth is I was very interested in the thoughts of maybe, you know, heading to Mars or something. Turns out that isn't going to be quite as simple as I thought. Tier 1 rocket. Now, normally in Galacticraft, you would click next and you would get this recipe, which is quite nasty. You know, nose cone. Each one of those requires some meteoric iron from the moon, so that's like 10 of those. Some of those, each one of those requires 4 more meteoric iron from the moon, so yeah, there's more than those. There's more, yeah, you know, it was unpleasant. However, no, we actually can't make that because we haven't got the recipe. We have Galaxy Space. And Galaxy Space requires me to make a rocket assembly. Now, rocket assembly is a item that we need to things. We also therefore need to make another NASA workbench. That's fine. And then you can make a rocket assembly, which requires you to make various bits and pieces and stitch them together. And within the rocket assembly, you can make things like a durable nose cone, tier 2. We need one of those to make a rocket. We can also make a durable rocket body, tier 2. We need 2 of those, and they've got a fair amount of expensive gear in them. We need some rockets, a durable rocket engine, and that requires some heavy boosters, tier 2, and some of those, and a lot more other stuff. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Yeah. Heavy booster is those. Okay. We need the fins. And eventually you would get to the fact that you need to make this, which requires considerably more resources than A, I've got, and B, are necessary for the normal Galacticraft thing to go to Mars. So we need to do some serious resource gathering, and I have got 50 meteoric iron, which is enough to make 50 of these heavy duty plates, or the 2 bits that wherever it is, there's one of the things that goes into that. I can't remember, was it not that one? Not that one. Was it that? No, not that one. Maybe it was that one. No, it was one of these. I'm fairly certain there was a requirement for that. I could be wrong. But yeah, so it is not going to be cheap. We also need to make a lunar lander, which we need, and then we can get the lander module, which requires us to make a whole load of other stuff for tier 2. So, and then when we get to tier 3, then we're into stupidly expensive, and then tier 4 is even worse, and eventually after tier 4 we're into, I think, wherever the tier 5 from more planets, which we're now back into the normal thing. Yeah, it's tier 6, even more expensive. I don't think we're going to be going to Mars anytime soon. However, we do need to get more resources. We definitely need aluminium. We definitely need tin. We're going to need copper to make bronze. We're going to need iron. We're going to need everything. Iron, actually, we're not going to need iron. Iron is the one thing we don't actually need vast quantities of. We do, however, need to reset the steel production going, because we've used an awful lot of steel making that lot, and we are going to need an awful lot of steel to work in space. So first things first, let me have a look at my coal, shall we? Actually, we've got a fair amount of that bio coal. We ought to I can't use that, I don't think, for steer. What we actually want is someone to give me, say, 9 stacks of coal, and also maybe, I don't know, if I were to place, technically speaking, I could go into there and grab the tools bag, and we could put the correct things away like that and that. Beep, and that goes back in, so that makes life a bit easier. That should have really gone in there, but that gives me slottage for 9. So that is just shy of 640 stacks of 640 ingots of steel. What? About 590 odd, I think, off the top of my head. So they can go in there. Right, steel's running in the background. That can all go out of the way. Right, so what's next? Well, there are many ways of gaining resources, obviously. Well, we can farm them. We can... I wanted to just check how this is going, actually. Sorry, I'm just naturally curious. That seems to be working okay. That is definitely working okay, and we have got a total backup of that, and that's got 1,900 stored, so that's definitely working. Good. Right, get me out. Come on. So the idea I'd had was to go for the laser. For that we need a laser base, and we need 4 laser emitters. The laser base requires me to make a machine case. We can probably... Have I not got machine case in there? It doesn't matter. I'm almost certain that will also require a machine case, so we're going to need 5 machine cases. 5 machine cases require me to have 5 blocks of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should allow me to make 5 of those, which is good. Right, so if we were to go and do that now, right now, we could do everything except for the most obvious things, which is the gold gear. Almost there. Stone gear, wooden gear. Make me 4 of those, thank you. Make me stone gears, 4 of those, or 10 of those even, that's fine. And make me 2 of those, and presumably we can make a couple of those, and that should give us a laser base. Okay, then we can come into here. Now we need 4 of these, so I need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. These, those. No, not that one. It's that one. We're going to do 7, 8. Everything except the lens, and the lens is simply, ooh, not good. Pink slime can be obtained by killing a pink slime, which will respawn when placing some pink slime fluid in the world. Now, didn't I have a bucket of... I have 1 pink slime, and we can place this in the world and kill it. No point placing it outside, is there? I think we need to get more pink slime. I've got 4, which will make me not enough, I don't think. So pink slime bucket. How the hell did we make that? I'm trying to remember. I think it was a slaughterhouse, wasn't it? I'll get there eventually. Pink slime is from pink slime fluid. Pink slime fluid we get from the mob slaughter factory. Okay, so we just need to do that, and we can now make Lens. That makes a whole one. Ooh. We need 3 more of them. Okay, well, you know what that means, don't you? There's a, if I remember rightly, and if I've done this correctly, there is a mob grinder down here which will get me pink slime fluid. If I remember incorrectly, there isn't. Nope, what the hell did I do with that? It's not there. Okay. So I do have actually that, it's there, isn't it? And it actually has many buckets of pink slime in it. I'm unsure how to get this out. Okay. There has to be a way to get it out. Okay. Let me just have a fiddle with that. There's how many buckets of that was there in there? 8, which is enough for 8 crafts of that stuff. Yeah, back in a moment. For now, we just pulled it out into a tank. It works and does the job, so, you know, no harm. That should be looting 3, so we just wait for it, and we could do this 8 times, so hopefully we'll get 12 pink slimes out of this. Ready for you. Come on, whenever you're ready. Whenever you are ready, sir. Huh? Huh? Whenever you're ready. Come on. Come on. What's my FPS anyway? 50. We're not getting full 60. Definitely, I thought I was feeling a little bit laggy. Come on. Okay. Right, well, I need to basically kill 8 of these when they come up. So, fingers crossed for me, I will have 12 pink slimes at the end of this exercise. Alright, I've got 11. But this one here is being shy. It will not spawn. It does not. It's been shy. The other one, when I just left you, just immediately the moment I left, went. But he really is. He's having issues. He's not feeling confident coming out. I was dubious about whether I was going to get 12 at one point because I got 1 from one and none from another, and then I've had a couple of good looting drops, so that made up for the difference. But this is not a good mechanic. The reason this is not a good mechanic is because RNG. Anything that requires you to sit there and wait for RNGesus to decide. I mean, I've been probably on this one about 4 minutes maybe. Other ones, you know, they've taken seconds. Some have taken quite a few seconds. Some have taken more seconds. I can farm this stuff. I can farm this stuff all day. And it's a mechanical automated process, and all of this is to do with mechanical automated processes. So having this one bit of RNG just let me craft pink slime out of the pink slime out of it. That, again, just my personal opinion, but for me this was bad design. It has got one benefit, because if you land in it you get glowing. Woo, I'm a ghost. Actually, that looks a bit like a Master Chief. I wish. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still waiting on this to spawn. I personally, as a mechanic, don't like this. Now the lenses themselves can also be, these can be crafted with different colours to get different effects. And if we have a look at the uses of them, you'll see that the white one increases the chance of say the laser drill, and each one will, you know, increase different things. So red for, say, iron, or blue for diamond, or whatever it may be. Probably lapis, actually. So I don't think I'm going to bother in sticking any of those on, because I'll just take RNG. I might as well have the RNG of the mechanic, because this is slow. Rant over. Back in the mo. Finally, with two buckets to go. Not a fun mechanic. Sorry. I just really do think it's not a fun mechanic. And then why I'd want to use it for bloody slime, I really don't know. One. We'll go with another and another. There you go. 1, 2, and 3. Do these not stack? Bad design as well. Alright, we need the laser emitters. So we've got 1. Ooh. I should have more diamond. Oh, they're there. I'm like, ah, that's not right. I've got more diamond gears than that. 2, 3, and 4. We are going to need a flux thingy, a flux hoofer, a flux point. Thank you. Just one, I think will do more than adequately. And we've got some cable. What about a ender chest? Ender chest of that variety. And what do we want? We want it to be turtles, I think, because we're going to send them all back down to Earth. 1, 2, 3. One of the things that bugs and makes me question things is this Earth? Are we actually on Earth, or are we on a Minecraft game-like planet equivalent of Earth? It just kind of bugs me. It's just whether the context is right or not. I don't have any right or wrongness about the opinion. Now, my plans going forward, in addition to all of this wondrous equipment over here. Hello. We've got this. Now, at the moment, our launch pad is a poxy little thing up there. What we need a Saturn booster rocket launch pad. We need a big old launch pad here-ish. Maybe step forward a bit, I don't know. Between here and here, there's also going to be another facility, and that is going to be our oxygen facility. And we're not going to generate all the oxygen in orbit. We're going to actually generate it down here and pipe it up. Again, all of this is going to require a lot of resources. We've solved one of the resource issues. That is, of course, this lot, the power. We're about to go and hopefully we solved another issue with iron, with that massive great, hoofer majig thing. But we need something better than this. This is just not hacking it for me. So we are going to head back to we are going to check we've got that on. We're going to check our oxygen tanks. We are good, and we are going to head back to the space station. And when we get up to the space station, we are going to, first things first, I'm going to demonstrate to you that this is now sealed, and we've got a little sliver. So I can get away with putting a certain amount of material over this, and I also did this not in glass, but I did it in the transparent chiseled glass. I have also put a layer up there which has reduced the volume of this room, and I am not 100% certain if I missed a block up there. And there's this one drawback with looking through black glass at a black starlit sky, is it's really difficult to tell whether you've actually got glass there or not. It is surprisingly difficult to tell if you've got glass there or not. Now we are going to need to take, I think we'll take some Tyrian, a little bit of that. It's not the hardest of materials, but that's fine. I'm not going to take the catwalk for the time being, and I probably would like to go into my tools and get that out. And then I'm thinking that what I will want to do, and I'm just going to do these with the ordinary chisel. We're going to want some more of that because we ran out of that. And this one here, I'm not sure. I quite like this metal plate design, maybe. Anyway, let's head out to the station. I'll show you what I've been up to, because I have done a little bit more building. Not a huge amount, and certainly nowhere near as much as we probably should have done. But let's push off. Okay, and we're just going to go up and check the dome first, because I really do think that I've got a hole somewhere in this dome. That's the only explanation I can think of for the sealer not working. Okay, slow. Or the fact that, but because they did work. But it looks to me, I mean, you've got those. I can't see. Well, I suppose the obvious way to do it is to walk around on it, isn't it? If you walk around on it and you don't fall through it, then you know you've got a seal. That bit's fine. Right, let's just do the tests and then we can get on. I'm just conscious of why, I don't know why those sealers were constantly failing. I would say that that wasn't that. I think reducing the volume has helped. Alright, not a problem. Whee! And we've got the big shell of the station coming on down here. Now, what I ran out of this on, I ran out of here was, thank you, was the stuff here. So we know that we go from here, we go, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, then it's A4, A3, A2, A2. Okay, let me get those in. This just helps me make sure that the shape is stable. I can't believe the amount of resources necessary for that space rocket to get to Mars. It's going to be painful. Okay, let me just get this done, and then we'll head down underneath this into the next section. That was a 4, then there was a 3 and a 2 and a 2. I should be able to actually can tell from this, can't I, if I just look down. 3. No, slow. Back in a mo. Alright, so we're down here at the bottom. We know that will allow us to go down a little bit further. This is the absolute rock bottom of the station. And we know, for example, that we need to make a hole here, which is scaring the crap out of me. Now, question. Do I want to change the material of this? I think the answer is yes. I do. Because I think that looks it looks more industrial. So we'll pop those out and we'll hover here. We've managed to achieve what looks to be almost what we in scuba terms will be classed as neutral buoyancy. Oh, I know one problem I've got, and that is I turned you off. Damn it. Right, now you're on. Okay, and then we can take you out. Now my thoughts were that we would have a double layer, because this is the absolute bottom. There is no turning back. If we accidentally fall off of the bottom here, you know, we are parachuting down to earth. It's not the end of the world, we don't die obviously, but yeah, we want to be a little bit certain, because my pick is fast and pretty damn furious. So maybe we do something like that, and then maybe we take something like, say, that as a double layer. Now it takes a little bit more effort to break the factory blocks, ironically. Slow. So, but we can at least get this kind of thing in and then start working out how we're going to put all of this together. Perfect. We're down. We have a magnetic lock on the floor. I like to think that that standing on things is actually magnetic boots. It's a little conceit in my head of that I like. So we'll make this floor up like this, and I realise this is also floating in space, but that's fine because we are actually in space. So floating in space is absolutely fine and dandy. If we were not floating in space, if we were anywhere else, it would not be so fine and dandy. But we're going to pop you there, and I'm crouching just to slow down the amount of stuff I'm doing. So there's no power going into this, and there's no lenses at the moment. And what I think we need to do now is if I can just no, slow down, slow up. Right, again, really subtle, gentle taps. And what we're going to do is we are going to bring this around as a circular structure and start coming up as if there's like a dome. I think that's how we're going to do this. Because obviously we need to ultimately connect into that. And I realise it's also dark, so I do apologise. Maybe we should put a light down or something, but we'll get to that. Let me just sort this out. I'm pressing my keys a little bit too things, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're starting to get a structure here. There's a scaffold structure outside holding this on the bottom. This is going back 2 spots, as is that. Once we get there, and what we've got going on then is just a fairly basic it's not, yeah, I wouldn't even go as far as to call it a dome. It is what it is, but that should come up to there, that should go to there, that and that come out to there, and then that comes out like that. We rinse and repeat on that. So I've got a little bit of light. That laser's not in place properly, but we can fix that in a trice. And that will do that, and then that will do that, and that will come out there, and then go like that, and like that, and that will go like that, and that. Now, currently, the only access method to get into here. Oh, incidentally, I've got a few thoughts on what I'm going to do with these, but first, let's turn you round and get you placing the right way. So anybody who has seen things, the output items go up there. Now I'm not sure how we get those out, so let me just try with the basic idea of putting a ender chest on the top. Can I put something in there? I can't. So, armed with that, what we can do is we're going to come over the top of this with juice. Because what I want this to do is look industrial, and we may even encase this in a little bit more gubbins. We may never actually have to come down here again, which is the sad thing. You build something that looks nice, and then you never visit it again. It just sits there and ticks over in the background. But we have got our thing. We are going to work from turbine 3, and we're going to name this laser let's give it its proper name, Orbital Mining Laser. And we are going to remove its limit, and what we should hopefully see now is that this is doing some work. 88, 92, 96, and that has gone nowhere. Okay, So we are going to need to have a look. Have I got anything in here that will actually do what I want it to do right now? I don't think I have. I need an item conduit, and I don't have one. So that's the next thing. We're going to have to take this out, which is partially why I deliberately put it down at that level. Let me grab you. Come here. Output lens items. How do you... Oh, output... Yeah, but it's not pushing, is it? It does need an actual requirement. We've got some coal. We've got some uranium for our efforts so far, which is nice. And what I thought we could do is we can just come in with these around the edge, and then maybe if we can time it, put a corresponding one on the ceiling. I don't know whether it helps or not. It certainly provides plenty of illumination, so that's a thing. And there. And if I were to drift over this way, it's a bit strange this working in 0G, you know. On the one hand, it's very relaxing. On the other hand, it's very, very irritating. Anyway, that is running. What I also want to do is just come and stand, if I can get myself, it doesn't matter, close enough. Let me, oh man, I've got to, it doesn't matter again, I need to chunk load the entire thing anyway, so there we go. I upped my chunk claiming ability as well. It's not like I'm on a multiplayer system, this is more than adequate, and statistics, we are outputting 400 RF per tick, and the network buffer has got plenty of juice, and we've now got 4 ores out of it. Let me go and get some means of I'm going to just enlarge this a little bit as well. We'll come up with a way to seal this and do this properly at some point, but right now I'm not too worried about it. We just need to get in and out, and maybe go and have a look what it looks like from the outside as well. So I will do, well, let me just go into, we can zap along this way. Actually, we should probably head that way, seeing as that's the direction to the thing. But what have we got going on down there now? Let's have a look. Can we even see? I'm really loving this build. It's such fun to do. So yeah, it's kind of innocuously poking out the bottom there, so we'll get some, as I say, we'll have a lot more detailing going on, but we really do need to build this top of this dome next, and get that all going to be sent back to Earth. Because one of the things I did think about building up here was a huge reactor of some description, but not a reactor, because obviously we don't have any reactor mods. So it's going to be a pretend reactor that generates power. Not a lot compared to the turbines. It will generate next to nothing, but you know, nothing is better than something is better than nothing. That's the word I was trying to get to. Why have I got that? Why have I got? Oh, I know why I've got that. It's all right. Yeah, back in a minute. All right. Yeah, simple. I mean, that actually isn't bad. We got some copper, lead, redstone, iron. You know, it's not fast, but it really does not have to be. It just has to work. Which, of course, if I can get the ender chest on, it will do. And over time, and given especially the amount of resource, when you look at the amount of resource we're talking about for that, hang on, sorry, I just realised something. I changed my oxygen tank and didn't actually put it in. Yeah, so that's that. I'm not sure how long I've been recording, but while I check, I'm going to continue and get a whole load more of this put in. because then we need to think how we're going to connect that up to that. And I'd say I want to use those faith plates to move around as well. That needs to come out, and we need to, yeah, this work to be done. But fortunately I have got a sizable amount, well, not a sizable amount, but a reasonable amount of laboratory blocks, laboratory blocks on me, so we should be good to go and chisel them all and continue on building this thing, which will take a time. I will probably take it until it's just a big solid white thing, and then we'll worry about the detail, because we need to know what we're going to do with the various levels, what we're going to have up here. Quite a few decisions to be made. So let me get on with that. Back in a sec. Alright, I'm out of blocks again. We're getting close though. We've only got this last ring to do up here, and this quarter, I think. Is it quarter? I think it's only a quarter to do. And then we have a solid, I don't know, dish thing hanging off of the back here, which I'm happy with about thing. As I say, that is a lot of blocks. It's 6,006 blocks, including the scaffolding and any other bits and pieces I add in. It still needs detail, it still needs glass, it still needs detailing work around it. We still need to get a connector going down from there to there, and it will probably go straight down, actually, I think. But on the whole, I am very, very happy with that work. It is looking good, I think. I will probably try and do this bit off camera. I'm just going to get a screenshot from this angle while we just slowly drift away from it. Slowly, like, oh, gravity. Definitely need to do something above it. It looks too flat up there, so I think we need to come up, maybe even kind of a, I don't know, some kind of thing coming up and then up there. As long as there's a central block all the way up to the middle, maybe actually a dome with a biosphere in it, maybe a biggish dome, so it's kind of tall. Don't know, let me know what you think on that. Well, it's going to be some way away. If you're wondering why I'm not panic about the fact that I'm drifting off in space from my space station, I had the foresight earlier to set a new waypoint in the book. I think anybody in the right mind would panic otherwise. But on that note, what I would like to do is just very quickly, and problem is, of course, is there's a great deal of those ores should have been processed in an automated fashion. But I would like to see, now it's night time. Oh, I managed to, last time I did that, I face planted straight into there. So yeah, we're okay. It's going down, obviously, because there's no turbine power being produced. But if we have a look at the ores we've got now, what have we got going on in there? Nickel, 8,500 nickel. We ought to get that processed. Copper. What I'm interested in is the ones that I know we've, I mean, a lot of these we need to process and get sorted out. But aluminium ore. Cobalt, that's from the drill. While we are we, oh, 24 uranium, that's copper. Hang on. So how are we for uranium? We've got 66 ingots now, and that was something we weren't getting a lot of, so that's good. We do need to get these ores processing though, so if I were to right, I'm not going to do this on camera, by the way. I'm just going to kind of set it going, just so you know my intentions. While we just pop things away. So yeah, we can obviously go in there and go and grab the 8,500 nickel, or some of it. The easiest way of doing this, of course, would be to find the thing that was exporting out to the grinder and do that. Maybe that's what we need to do. And then if we look at nickel, we should see that that is going up now. The other thing is it's obviously not going down, but that's fine. We can process that another time. We can at least get all of this. I suppose we could also put it into the export bus if there's let's have a look. This is using damage using MBT. This is, there you go. Have some more. That's the nickel taken care of. Obviously we also need to output nickel grit. That should be going out then. Interesting. Not very interesting, but interesting all the same. But there you go. Nickel coming in. Nickel grit, why are you not going out then? Did that just go? Oh, it did go up. It is going out. So it's been exported as well. Excellent. Right, well, that is all going to go and be processed automatically. So that's one pile of stuff done. Other things, you know, nether, diamond ore, the easiest way of dealing with that is probably to pop it in there and just run it manually. Yeah, but until next time, thanks very much for watching, guys. Bye for now. See you soon.